Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and they are ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the UNLV Rebels taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will go to work first. To the air on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Bean. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Makes a move. Touchdown, Rebels. Stealing a score on special teams. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution with that punt return.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bean. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
I don't know about the play call there. 3rd and long when you're going option, and the defense, give them credit. They took everything away. The quarterback had to keep it himself. Defense is fine, giving up a couple of yards, but that's all you're going to get against the athleticism they have on that side of the football. I think that was a play the offense should have thrown it.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So UNLV's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind...
Turning it on! And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Booker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got it in the middle. It's Clinton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're going back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
Number 15, on to punt it away.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys.
There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. At midfield, he's got room. Wide open spaces. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The Rebels buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. He might want another play. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He's taking the shot. He's got it down the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Offense now working in the red zone. Red pass, it's complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNLV. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Pulls it in. It's Recksteiner. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get it through the air, and they fail to hook up on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the returner is stopped. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the returner runs out of real. As he goes down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach,
Breaks into the open. 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
The #1 job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure, the hit on the quarterback, forces the INT, and then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most...
Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buying some time. Looking down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and the QB, tell you what, he does a good job of buying time, scrambling outside of the pocket to the left, but the defense holds true, understands their responsibilities. I can't just leave my guys deep. Good coverage, which leads to the overthrow.
From the gun, the ground game. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got his man. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dumps it off in the flats. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Rebels will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Got it in the middle. It's Clinton. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. To the air on 1st down. Avoids pressure. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him. At the 20. Rebels offense is back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Clinton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The pull and throw off the RPO. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They'll try to add another to their lead. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Plows through the defense. Got enough for the first. Just dismissing tackles. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Bringing the heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. They're working that left side. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on fourth down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter fourth down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosive plays.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that. Don't let the big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On third down, he drops the throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Henry. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back open in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth. It's keep that clock running. It's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Finds a man on the left. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It came down